What's up, everybody? What's up, Joseph? Yo. Happy Wednesday. What's up, Joseph? It is absolutely raining here like nobody's business. What's that? It is raining here like nobody's business. Absolutely a majestic night of thunder, lightning. Ooh, I don't know if you caught that. Man, is that just amazing, that thunder. Can't beat it. Yeah, we are absolutely chilling. I don't know where it's gonna go. I just figured I'd get on and go live and BS, you know what I mean? Get her going. Check this out. I don't know what to do with this. I want to do something with it. Mainly because I have the graded it's in a PCGS capsule. So I don't need this. This just came with it. It was in a flip that the seller gave me, and it came with a coin that I gave in a giveaway. So somebody on this channel right now has the other coin that I got with this, and it was a one-of-a-kind aluminum casting of the original planchet, from what I remember. I don't remember what state though, but if somebody knows or rewatches this and knows, hey, I got that, put in the comments below. That's what's up. I can't remember who gets what sometimes, and this is one of those cases where I can't remember who I actually gave the coin to. I just know that like when I'm packing packages up for giveaways and stuff, I basically just go crazy, and I kind of just start randomizing it, if you will. I'll just sit there with the packages and I'll just kind of make it right. Man, it is coming down. I've been praying my whole time that my car's windows are up. I'm pretty positive I remember rolling them up and just coming inside earlier, knowing that it was gonna rain all night tonight, pretty much. But you never know, and there's always that second doubt in the back of my mind that makes me think, yeah, my windows might be down. I don't think they are. Praying that they aren't. I'm the type of person that has like that OCD that'll go and check. So I'll go out and get myself soaked right now just to check to see that my windows are up, even though they're definitely up. So I'm like trying to get over that right now. That's a problem. I seriously will literally go out of my way to like check to see, and if it's something important, I can understand like a fryer running, a deep fryer or something. I really get paranoid about the deep fryer. If I even think I left the deep fryer on, I'll go and check. Even if it's in my parents' house, I'll go and check just to make sure. Yup. Boy, oh boy. We are going to have a beautiful stream this evening, Joseph and everybody else. Anybody who's watching this tomorrow, happy Wednesday, because it's the middle of the night and it's still Wednesday. So yeah, anybody who's rewatching this, that's what's up. We are gonna look at some coins. I keep finding things that I haven't shown in a long time, just sitting around basically. This is the nicest buffalo that I've ever owned or bought in my life. Perfectly struck. Front and back. Would love to know what grade it actually is. Just really nice fields on it. There we can get a good shine of it. Beautiful coin. One of the frostiest, nicest 1960s I could possibly have. Extremely well kept by the person that gave it to me. Look at that full bell line. You can even see the all the incredible detail of the full bell right there. Even the most fine, minute print on this is still there. And that's the first thing that goes is on the top of the bell. That's the first thing that starts wearing if you actually circulated this coin. But it's probably never been circulated, I don't think. Oh yeah, I can see that it's catching the thunder. Let me know in the comments if you can actually hear that, Joseph. Oh my goodness. I love rain. Don't know what it is about rain, man. It's just, it's like so nice. Yeah, I know, Joseph. Time flies, man. That's the thing. You know, it's like if you don't even pay attention. Like lately, I have been just letting time go. You know, letting it just fly right on by, and next thing you know, it seems like the months just roll on by lately. The months are just rolling on by for me. I mean, absolutely amazing how once, I don't know. It's like once I set myself on track, it really proves to be something that I really take and run with. You know, I've always been the type of person that if I could be better, or if I can even have a moment where I can try to be a little bit better, I'm gonna take it and run with it and try to be a whole new person with that, you know, information. That's what lately I've been changing. I don't know, like, I guess I've been changing in like ways where I can't even like predict where I'm gonna be in like the coming months so rapidly in the weeks. Um, it's like I'm basically altering how I make videos and like how I'm really trying to figure out a really smooth method for like making videos again and everything. Definitely been releasing videos every single day. I just been doing my best to really switch it up. I'm running with a bunch of different ideas lately on what I can do for content, and yeah, definitely gonna start surprising y'all with some stuff. Really gonna be going out of my way to call people and get them on the phone and have conversations with them and record it, and yeah, it's a whole lot of fun, honestly. Really, at the same time, I could call a lot of different people throughout Florida, and people that own coin shops and stuff like that. There's a ton of people down there, really nice people. Um, Not even including the people that I've already called. I've already called, the coin guy, and we've already talked to. Who else do we talk to? I'm trying to think. Talked to somebody else as well. Oh yeah, Harry. Harry from Harry's Coin Shop. That was my favorite video, you guys. Yeah, rain is soothing, Joseph. It does put me to sleep, you know. Not tonight, but I was really anticipating it. I knew it was gonna rain. I've been up just chilling, really, really just enjoying the sounds. it got really bright with lightning, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. I'm the type of person that, man, I'll take anything. As long as it ain't a hurricane that's wiping my house away, I think I'm gonna be okay. Like, as long as it's like not, detrimental to society, I think it's a vibe. Man, I got so many Edith Kanaka Ole quarters, you guys. It's not even funny. Like, so many, thousands of them, thousands, and just finding. I even pulled out probably like 200 or 300 of them to make the video 2-3 days ago, and I only found 2 errors and like 300 coins. I just sat there going through them and looking at them under the microscope to find errors on them, because the quarters, they have a lot of errors where, like in the 2022s, you could actually find a hefty amount of errors. It's actually fascinating how many exist and actually how many are out there. But when I go and look at what I got Edith Kanaka Ole wise, these things are beautiful, and I mean brand spanking new. And I'm just gonna put them in flips and just put them in a box for like 20 years down the road. Yep. Because my Pat told me always that he never expected the wheat pennies that he was spending to be the ones that literally everybody was selling by the pound. He never expected that. If he did, if he had any inclination that was going to happen, he probably would have put a bunch of BU coins back. Like anybody would. Okay, so think about it back then. Back in the day, yeah, people were a little bit simpler. But there were still people that thought about hoarding all kinds of stuff probably. And note, with coins, I mean, back in the day there weren't that many anyways. For the time period, though, there were not as many people. So, yeah, you could still hoard coins back in the day. There were gold hoards, silver hoards, and all kinds of hoards. But I mean, we really didn't make this type of coin until like the early 19 or 1800s. I mean, really, back then they had, a lot of different denominations, a ton of different denominations, lower, like cents, half dimes, full dimes, and it's an entirely different part of history where we didn't even need dollars. And it's like mind blowing to think about it, but like at one point in time, everything was such a small denomination, everybody was happy to deal with change. And nowadays, I gotta beg people to take my change practically. And they're sketched about it because people, one, are faking change around in my area. Apparently they're trying to they fill rolls up with fake coins and they take them in and try to spend them, apparently. And then people like me that have an abundance of change that I've saved up because it's just something that you don't spend that much. In most cases, I don't spend change unless I have to. I like to save it. Always have. And over so many years of saving change, as you get it and you just like collect it, kind of, you start collecting it, and it gets to be a problem almost to a certain point. Like, nothing's a problem with collecting coins. Every coin collector sees their collection as not a problem, and then everybody else that cleans it up or has to clean it up at one point will always see it as a problem. So it's best to organize it really as good as you can, you guys, in your lifetime while you're young. Get it figured out. I mean, dude, having me even to like go through all of it first and then like put it into words for other people is so valuable, because like this took me so long to figure out. This type of stuff took me so long of just doing whatever I thought was right. And there's really no right or wrong way to stack coins or silver, I don't think, But like, we all get change and everything, and I don't know about you guys, but pennies are seemingly really hard to spend. like really hard to spend. I know people right now that have probably thousands of dollars worth of pennies. I knew somebody that wanted to sell me brand new ones. It was one of my parents' friends. And he has just boxes and boxes of pennies apparently. And it's pretty enticing. Definitely some nice ones, obviously. There's nice pennies everywhere, but for the most part, if you do exchange, dollars, like in my case, I'd be buying his pennies for dollars just to go through them. I would have to take them to the bank. Yeah. I wonder how many penny rolls are in a box. I think it might be $500. I think, but I can't remember. I've never gotten a box. I've only watched a couple people online and they get quarters. The quarters are 500, I'm pretty sure. A box of quarters is 5. So I think they might all end up being $500 boxes, no matter what the increment is. Okay. Or denomination. Yeah, it's something that I really wanted to do. I got to get a different bank, and I could actually get full boxes, you guys. Like, I could just go in and just be like, hey, I want to get this, and then I could drop it off at my other bank and be like, hey, I got a box that I want to drop to you guys. Yeah, it would be. You would need 2 big banks, though, that both take boxes, and they would have to trust you. Because the first time you drop a box off to somebody, they're going to be like, damn, you're going to have to check every single one of these. And then every single time, they're probably going to feel that way until they're just like, it's good. After a certain point, if you start to really doing business with a bank or something like that, they're definitely going to just start to really get to know you, and it's going to be faster. It's going to be better. Right now, I have a credit union, and it's the smallest thing you could possibly get, and basically, they won't even give me $10 worth of change. Like, they can't do it. They have to literally go in every single drawer to make what I even want, which is usually just like $20 in quarters, like a couple rolls in quarters, a few rolls of nickels, and some dimes. I'm shocked that we are in May already. Dude, it's like flying by. It's flying by. It was just Christmas, New Year's. It was just Thanksgiving. Yeah. But I do like summertime, you guys. I love summertime more than anything. Beautiful time of the year. Pretty unpredictable around here, but lately it's been gorgeous. I mean, absolutely just giving me ideas type, weather. The type of weather that gives you ideas like, oh, I gotta get up and I can go do this today. Lately I've been having that type of feeling. We're really gonna branch out with videos, I think. I'm gonna try to hit some way different places. I'm gonna go and just find a way to I'm gonna find a way to just film as I'm in a shop, no problem. Find a way to just do it, or find a different angle where I can just have my camera up on me while I'm camera low while I'm talking or whatever. But at the same time, I don't want to film anybody without it's definitely not without their permission. But yeah, I'm thinking about ways I could probably get a little pair of glasses that uses an SD card, and just pop an SD card in these glasses and literally just go anywhere and make a video, and it wouldn't even be out of the ordinary at all. I think it'd be great. Yeah, I definitely been thinking of what I can do lately to kind of just spruce it up a little bit. Haven't found a star note in a few months. I'm really hurting for star note. So one thing I really love finding. It's a hit or miss type of thing, though. The last good thing that I got from my bank was $100 in sequential $2 bills. And I, just for fun, you guys, I gotta tell you guys this, okay? So yesterday, I was hungry, and I'm like, okay, well, I feel like randomly I'll spend some like really some circulated half dollars or some $2 bills. $2 bills are actually a really nice increment to like fill my bike up with gas or something. So I'll like every now and then go and actually just like give it to the cashier. Well, the girl at Wendy's, could not stop looking at them. We had a full blown conversation over $2 bills and my dog. And yeah, she's like, "Oh, $2 bills are just so beautiful and everything." Like, yeah, they are. They're really artwork. I mean, the back was art. They were uncirculated. And I was almost positive as I drove away with my food that somebody probably took them out of the register that day. Yep, that's what happens when special things come by. Somebody will literally just be like, "Hey, I want those." Either the manager, somebody. Because they don't see them that often. Especially like brand spanking new. So it's an opportunity. In most cases, I did that too. Especially when I was in high school. I used to work at a place. I used to work at a store over by me, and I remember a couple of times where people would come in with special things, and the cashiers would literally be bringing me up front, and they would ask me, "What is this? What is this? You know, is this even real?" People would come in and try to spend Morgan dollars, half dollars, piece dollars, all kinds of stuff in a store. You'd be really surprised. They look at it and they see $1, but they don't realize it's worth like 25. Crazy. 35, whatever it is. I found a 1935 $10 note. Oh my goodness, dude. Are you kidding me? Well, that's amazing. That's a hell of a find, Joseph. I mean, like, 1935. Yeah, I can honestly say that I myself have never ever found anything that low. Yep, ever. I've bought it. I've been given it. Quite literally, I'm pretty upset about what I think I realized what I did with it. I think I moved it. I had like 2 silver certificates that I've shown in the past, extremely similar, 34 and 35, I believe, and they were in one place, and I kept them there all the time, and until a certain point, I believe, and now I can't seem to find them for some reason. I want to find them pretty bad. So I've been on the hunt for my silver certificates. It's crazy whenever you just like get at a certain point, you'll really just start to like not know where certain things could, but you'll like find them. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's like if you just start putting things away randomly, circulating them in and out. You know, as you like, because it's like you're not gonna have everything out all at once. You know what I mean? No one does really. So it's like something's always got to be somewhere else, and you really just forget about it, kind of. Like life goes on until you kind of rediscover it. That's the best thing about a good old box in your basement. You know what I mean? Like, for real. It's really one of those things that you could like forget about and come back and truly put a smile on your face for like weeks, months. One single box can put a smile on anyone's face for, I would say, a better part of years. So yeah, I would say put that thing in a sleeve or something, or a book, Joseph. I like books. You know, throw it in a book. That's what I would do if I were you. If you want to start a nice little collection of bills, I would just get a book, a little Bible or something. I don't know. I always choose other books other than that. You know, it's one that I always have, but like I thought about it and I'm like, there's always a better book to choose. You know, the Bible's not about money and everything, so why stash it full of it? You know, that's the way I felt when I was aimed with that decision myself. I'm like, okay, well, let's have some respect here, you know. But yeah, any book really, aside from the Bible. Yeah, it's one of those things. I never really, I don't know. When I was younger, I never really took it super seriously or anything. But at the same time, I went to church and everything. But yeah, over the years, I've currently realized that as I accept signs, blessings, and as I ignore them, things either get better or worse. if I ignore all signs, usually, and just go say I want to do what I want to do and just ignore all the signs, because I see them. Like, I'll see a sign, whether it be take this left because it's a gut feeling. I roll with a gut feeling most of the time, and that's where my signs come from. I'm assuming that most people that like have believe in God and everything and have faith in God, at least realize at some point that if they're doing wrong all the time, you're only going to see negative come from that, and if you're doing right or you try to stay on the right path and everything, it really does pay so much farther to really stay on a high road and really just try to be the best person you can be each day. It sure seems like it really does benefit. I see good things happening left and right when you do right. 34 Chicago 10. That's sick. Even better, honestly. I was just looking at those, dude. We were just looking at those, I think, on eBay. Or no, we were looking at those on AdMex. AdMex is selling those things. I don't know what it's worth, but if it's in a nicer grade, I would most definitely get it flattened out really nice. Yeah, the books, that's another thing they do. They'll flatten it out to the crisp version that it should be. In most cases, you'll still see some folds if it was folded, but if it's nice, I've been able to bring bills back to their uncirculated state nearly just by putting it in a book for a few months, forgetting about it. Open it up, that thing is crispy, flat, perfect. Yeah. So what do we got coming out this year? We got the 2024 Morgan and Peace, and then the reverse proof. We got a silver dollar. We got a 3-coin set, silver dollar and half dollar, and I think we even got another. Got a couple of them, I think. I can't remember if it's just one or two. Thinking of what they're gonna release this year, you guys. Scottsdale has a new stacker design. It's pretty sick looking. Yeah, I've been wondering what the next quarter program is going to be. The state quarter program, it went on for how many years? They're going to do it again. Right now, I guess it's women's. I'm loving it, to be honest with you. The designs are heavenly. Every design, damn near, I've been really like collecting, and Anime Wong, all the ones from the past. Even that guy with that, even the pirate guy. I collected the Crossing the Delaware. I collected the bejesus out of that coin, man. I mean, they came to me so nice that I had to just put them in a flip. Someone asked me earlier if I like flips or the plastics, and yeah, I had to go with flips because I'll tell you guys something. At one point I was an advocate for putting coins in capsules, and honestly, there's still a reason for doing that, I would say, with like 2 ounces and stuff like that. Big old chunky bars, they make capsules for them, but just know that if you're comfortable enough to handle it every single day, it's likely gonna fall at one point or another. Like, I've had absolutely some of the worst falls happen with coins, and it hurts my soul when I see them roll out of it. Yep. And with the flips, it just can't happen. They got a bunch of drops on them before they come out in most cases. You could drop these flips like 8 times, probably 9 times, and the coin is not going to move an inch or even a centimeter. Yeah, it's valuable. I mean, like, look at the fitment on this that I got. Check this out. This is amazing. Look at this, the fitment. I don't know what that is, but it's very good. $18.99. Look at how I don't know what that space is, but it fits so well. This coin will never go anywhere. Yep. And it's going to be well preserved. And you know what? I'm honestly another thing that I really think is good about these things. Obviously, everything that we're putting these in are plastic, right? So either way, right? This thin film of plastic or a capsule, either way, you are putting your coin into a chemical. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what I've come to learn is that with these flips, if you are to leave them in a box, like I said, for 20 or 30 years, you're going to come back and there's going to be some that are toned. Yeah. Based on the environment, the box is seeping acid. I mean, but these things alone, everything that we make has some type of like dye or acid in it that just isn't what coins are, you know. It's going to eat away at them pretty much. Like basically, if you were to leave a coin in the ocean, you know, and sit there and tie it to a pole or something, and just come back and see it every single day, you would see this coin change dramatically. You know, probably from the first day on, it would just go so dark. You know, salt water and everything. Anything that's just above the acidity scale, it just eats away at coin, and yeah. Basically, all these silver coins, that's all they do is tone when you introduce anything. And you know what, these flips, I'd say that these are definitely like probably the least amount that you could have. Like I said, it's a thin film instead of an entire tube of plastic. But I haven't seen any of my coins even lose a tint. So it takes a long time, I would imagine, for a coin to actually tone. What I have seen is somebody brought me, shout out Micus, I don't know if you rewatch these, bro, but shout out you for finding this thing. My friend was working in a place down an abandoned house with somebody, and they were like renovating it or whatever, and they were taking the walls out, and they found this container. Him and his boss found this container of old 64 nickels, and I'm pretty sure quite a few 1892 or 4, I can't remember which one, Columbia and Expedition half dollars stuffed into this wall of this abandoned house. I mean, think of how many stories like that are happening every single day across our nation. Like, people are renovating bandos all over the nation right now, and seriously finding some incredible finds. You know what I just found? I have to talk about this. I just saw that they found ancient, like 900 AD, 800 AD China coin in a place where they were digging. Next thing you know, they found these ancient, they were extremely worn because they were copper, so they were blue. All of them were like turquoise blue, you know, like the Statue of Liberty. What's up, Retro? Bro, absolutely. We got Retro in here. What's up, man? How have you been? Yeah, dude. Honestly, I've been just sitting here just talking about tones and everything, and the rain finally stopped, you guys. It was absolutely haymaker in it out there. It was a good old WWE match up there. We're going bowling soon. That just made me think, you know, because I always used to think whenever the Thunder was going that God was up there playing bowling, getting a strike, you know. That was like always the what was it? Just a saying. Well, I've been wanting to go bowling for a while. Like, and we talked about it, me and my mom. She's like the person that I'll go bowling with. And yeah, here in the next few days we're gonna get up there, and the first day we go, it'll probably be like, oh yeah, this is great, we gotta do this more often, you know. And pretty much just try to make it at least a weekly or bi-weekly thing where we at least try to go once or twice every week. That'd be sick. That'd be so good for my just for me personally. Because me personally right now, I don't know. I just do what I do. I sit here, I make videos, I take this dog out and do all kinds of random activities. Ride my bike. All kinds of damn things at this point that I'm trying to include, while also coming up with new ideas and new hobbies too. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out some new hobbies that I can actually get ingrained into my daily life. Some that I want to be therapeutic. Like, I was really even thinking about like getting some pottery. I've been doing great. I just woke up. I remember you did some sand mold objects. Yeah, the sand molding. Honestly, that's what this is from. Seriously, it's really beautiful. Yep. That's one thing I'm pretty sure I need to keep doing, you guys. That was a killer idea. And stacking up these really beautiful knives it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I can definitely get rid of them. I just don't want to yet. I really haven't finished them. What I plan to do is to take it around the outside edge of the knife where your hands will be, really beautifully, just kind of outside this edge here and boom on the other side, and leave the rest and polish it. Yeah, because I've actually realized that you can't use them as knives. You could. It would be literally the last time you used it, but it might work if it's sharp enough. And if I get it sharp, if I learn to get them sharp enough, get a good blade on them, yeah, you could probably use it once, but if you needed to. But at the same time, it's going to be like a novelty piece. Yeah, me too, Retro. Honestly, it's like I had a bunch of different things that I was doing, and I keep seeming to I'm not able right now to focus on one single thing for a long period of time, it seems. I'm trying. That's the whole problem. That's the reason that nothing's ever the same, is that basically I can't seem to always, I mean, I wouldn't say everything isn't always the same, it's like I switch it up so differently all the time, but I try to implement the similar things over, the months for the for the algorithm, seriously, and for everybody else too that enjoy the videos. I try to make the videos that do the best, but I also like to I'll make the videos regardless, but at the same time I'm trying to make videos that people actually like too. And before I went on vacation, yeah, I really had it down to a packed science at one point. I really was just, I don't know, posting everything each day, all day, multiple times a day. And then when I came back here now, I'm not posting the same, and it's not doing bad, my videos aren't doing bad, but they're definitely not doing what they were when I left, which is totally fine. Because then I go back and I look at all my older videos, and I had random ones, really random, that would get sent way past my viewership, and I mean in the 2 to 4,000 per video, and I haven't had that happen since, and that's alright, I don't like to latch on that type of thought, I'm just recognizing what is changing and trying to seriously just adapt and and I think here I'm going to possibly get put back on my old meds here come August. I've been off of them for probably the last decade or more, and I've noticed that I can't focus without it, and mainly what I do is really unproductive in most days, just phone, or I actually have to try to be productive most days, really try to even just get a few things done sometimes. And then there's some days where I'm so productive that it's not, I can't even keep up with it afterwards, I can't concentrate. Yeah, I can't concentrate in general. Like in general, but definitely on hobbies and everything. I've been trying because I'm doing so much that like I don't know if I don't think I'm trying to figure out what two channels to seriously. Like, I think I'm just gonna like. I figured out what I wanted to do. Really, I figured out that like I'm just sticking with silver and gold and gemstones and everything on this channel, and I started going live on Twitch for Fortnite, which has been great. I got like 5 followers the first damn day. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And ever since then, every single time I go live, I pick up a few people, and I'm trying to figure out just different ways to like hit algorithms while also not having it take so long. You know, for like Twitch and everything, I'm like trying to. I have a whole different idea going with that. I was thinking of. I'll even tell you guys because it's like seriously, it's a seriously awesome idea. It's different. You know, it's just how like when people see you, when they pop up in your live, you know what I mean. And I was seriously thinking about like putting a ski mask on and having it embroidered with like cool patches or like really cool patches like from eBay. They have so many cool patches on there. I mean like UPS patchwork and everything. It's absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm thinking about just doing something different. I don't know. While I play video games, literally just sitting there with a mask on and just like, I don't know, straight vibing. People won't know exactly what I look like. I'll wipe all my former videos on there and just kind of just try something new. That's what I've been thinking about doing on there. But yeah, seriously, I don't know. Just like trying a bunch of different things. I started another channel on YouTube as well, aside from this one. But I haven't been posting on there because I've been literally just like posting on here and doing what I can do. Going live, really, I love going live, you guys. I got a Fight Club comic book and haven't read it all year. I like what you're doing on your channel though, so we came a long way. Thank you, dude. Yeah, honestly, I do feel like I really have too. I really do feel like that, you know. I really shouldn't, you know. I can't get out of my head, it seems, almost. I try so hard. It's like my thoughts really do, they really do not stop. And most of the night, like, when I'm sitting here talking to you guys, this is it just going. It's like attentive, you know. It's like everything feels right when I'm live, you guys. When I have you guys to talk to, it really means a lot to me. Like, it means more to me than I think anybody even realizes, even me, because like that's why I've been trying more often and everything, just making it more regular and everything, so people can actually just feel like this is a place they can come whenever, you know what I mean. And over time, as I'm live more and more often and everything, it'll really turn into something great as time goes on. You know, eventually we'll have 20, 30, 40 people in here, 50 people in here, 60 people in here, you know, and that's a lot of people in chat. Like, for me, 60 people in chat would be a lot of people. 2 people is great, bro. I'm just aiming. I'm not aiming too high, you know. I'm just seeing where it'll be, you know. I love the journey, the process. Figuring this out and figuring out how to possibly like do it in a way where I can sustainably make videos, because like think about it, I don't know, there's so many ways to make videos, but it's also like certain people are like stuck in their ways. But like me, I'm like, alright, well, I'll try these newspaper videos, you know, like, and you know what, I'm still got a year of those, so I'm gonna find some really juicy, really detailed old newspaper stories and continue making shorts and like videos on that, because I was doing that. Everybody was loving those. I just gotta think about the stuff that I was doing prior and like continue to do it. Yeah, if it's possible too, because like yeah, it's like one point in time I was just finding star note after star note after star note. Now I'm not finding no star note. Star note was the one thing, honestly, that every single time I posted a star note video, no matter what I would post, it would just people loved it. It was just one of those videos. Yeah, me too, dude. I know exactly what's going on. It's like, you know, idea after idea after idea, and you really just don't, like, sometimes, I gotta be honest, sometimes I'll straight tell myself, like,
like this whole last year, I'm not gonna lie, like I've had a lot of good ideas too, great ideas that just changed my entire path of existence pretty much. And then there were some that were actually detrimental to me financially. Um, yeah, a couple of the ideas that I had were just not feasible for my current economy in my area. It would have taken everything. Like, for instance, I didn't consider this until this is why I realized I have to be careful sometimes. I was gonna buy this rock crusher. One, at first, because I believed that there was um, a ton of gold in Pennsylvania, and I realized after doing all the work and everything, there's gold here, just not enough to, absolute. One, it's mixed in with the fine grains of everything, and it's absolutely impossible to get strained out somehow because they're all the same size, practically minuscule. So the tiny grains of gold that are here basically get washed out while you're sitting there playing with rocks. And so my initial idea was to, break this rock and to find a way to home in on the gold that could possibly be inside of the quartz. And then, yeah, I was like, okay, now I'm just going to make gravel with it. If it doesn't work, I'll just make gravel with it. You know what I mean? That was my backup plan. I was like, oh, I'll just make gravel. Just sit there and pile up my driveway with gravel. But I didn't realize, oh, yeah, I'd be running that machine 24/7. And also, yeah, it would literally be absolutely detrimental electricity wise. So yeah, I just canceled the idea. You just got to learn when to cancel the idea, I guess. Whoever's still here chilling, Retro or whoever, I really feel like sometimes anyone's idea could be, you know, out of bounds and you won't even realize it because you want to do it so bad, And I didn't realize it because I started going to the creeks and like getting all these rocks and everything, and I'm like, well, you know, how much do I really love quartz? And I love quartz a lot, but whenever you actually have, hundreds or thousands of pounds of it, you really start to think, well, I need to stop bringing this stuff home for a little bit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we're just vibing here, middle of the night vibing, honestly. Finally stopped raining out. We had this massive storm, you guys. Absolutely fucking massive. It was so loud, so bright, so wicked. Had me so happy, honestly, because I love rain or storms. Every time I see that there's going to be thunder and lightning, I basically just get excited and sit there and watch it and listen to it. Yep. I was even thinking about going live while I was just driving around in my town, just chilling, listening to the water and everything. I think that we'll do that every now and then too. I just pop up in the car and I'm just live driving around. That's where my best thoughts come. If I ever go live in the car, those lives are going to be so good because when I'm in a car driving, it actually lets me see everything. It keeps topics rolling. Right here, I'm doing. Every time I go live, I can seemingly we can keep topics rolling, myself or with chat. But at the same time, when I'm driving, I got a million different things passing by my eyes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could always think of something interesting to pop in. Yeah, what's up, Richo? Yeah, I love getting a lot of fucking rain, man. I seriously do. It moves a lot of good stuff too. It moves a lot of rocks. I love watching the water rise and everything. It's just crazy whenever it don't stop. I've had a couple times in the past where it just doesn't stop almost, and yeah, things start to really get iffy once the rain just doesn't stop. It's like, well, everything's so high, it's starting to hit the bridge now, and yeah, that's another thing. And we've had a lot of flooding and stuff in our area in the past. There were 2 major floods. It practically wiped out the entire town above me, the major town above me, twice. The first time it rebuilt and pretty much a quarter of the people left, and the second time I'd say about half or more left. And they never came back. They don't even come back to see their loved ones in most cases. Most people stay states away and don't even come to see the plots at the cemetery. I mean, because I worked at a cemetery, and a lot of these places, a lot of these, you know, throughout the year and everything, you only see a few people randomly show up. There's a lot of regulars, and then there's like, random cars showing up every now and then out of state. You see it happen. Definitely people that, realize, hey, I left this town 40 years ago. I should probably come back every now and then. But it's one of the things that, like, Route 66, if you stop using it, it's just like good as gone. And for instance, they built everything around Route 66. It was so beautiful. All the side attractions, all the restaurants and the bars and the late night places to go along Route 66 all eventually had to really figure something out or go absolutely out of business. In most cases, they just went out of business, you know? And I like to think about that because Route 66 is one of those things that I wish that I could have a time machine just to go and re-experience. I wish that there was just, and maybe at the end of our lives, it will really just be in an endless term of existence, being able to really go and see that type of stuff. But at the same time, right now, I don't see that happening, so it's like, right now, just it's my imagination telling me that Route 66 was popping. And I guarantee it was. Imagine how nice people were. I mean, helpful, friendly. Everyone was driving. So, like, the roads were packed with cars, but everyone was happy. They all had cool muscle cars, beautiful colors. They were out in a beautiful stretch of the, barren wasteland of Route 66, which was its own world, I would say. Yeah. There's a part of me that just would have loved to roam Route 66 in a Nova or a Chevelle, Well, that's past their time, so we're gonna have to even go back further because we're talking 60s. So we're gonna have to just get into a good old Plymouth or something, one of those big body Plymouths or one of those old Cadillacs, and go back into Route 66. I think that'd be sick. Yep. I've been thinking lately of what I can do to, like, decorate the background here. And I'm going to get pretty creative, you guys, like, behind me. I'm thinking of getting some, like, really cool vinyl stickering for the fridge. I don't know what. It could be, like, red brick or something. I have no idea. I'm thinking, like, brick, maybe. Honestly, like, red or black brick. And then just, like, lights behind. I'm actually thinking about, like, hanging lights behind, and I don't know what color. I'm thinking about just going with I think the RGB lights, but I don't know. There's a bunch of different lights out there. Thinking about decorating we're definitely going to decorate it. I was thinking about hanging a backdrop, just having a backdrop on something, and then just using it whenever I'm live, and it'll just be black. But at the same time, I could literally just go crazy just a little bit, and it would look just as good probably. Just decorating it. Making this setup work. Honestly, I'm chilling in my kitchen, but I made it work because I wanted to have a computer in here. Really, it's not that bad of a spot for it. I just gotta dust it out every now and then and keep her running good. I gotta remember everything that I download on here so that I literally remember to delete things. That's all. That's how you keep a computer running fast. Just basically keep your files deleted that you don't need. Like every video that I make, like that I get uploaded, I'll just, after a while, it'll just get sent to the bin and boom, free up space, and next thing I know, my computer's running like it was brand new again. That's what I've been doing to keep my computer feeling fresh and new every single day. It seems like there's no lag on it at all. I'm getting full frame rates on every game that I play, 60 FPS all the time, and I stream all the time on here, and it never, ever even has a problem. And I was looking at some of my numbers for the computer, and it absolutely has, like, great numbers. Like, when it's running streams and stuff, it's not working at all. Literally doing no work. I'm glad, dude. Yeah, I'm glad, man.
I know you're over there. I'm thinking UK, but I know you're over there. I can't remember where, bro. If you can put in chat where, if you feel like it, if, I know it's somewhere over there, though. I can't think of what the time would be like difference-wise. So we're talking, it's 4 o'clock in the morning here, so 4. Yeah, that's a 7-hour time difference. That's fascinating. Yeah, dude, I'm about to literally, you know, I don't necessarily, well, I think for personally, YouTube is my record. Um, that's why I don't really want to back up of everything, because for instance, like, I don't know, I've been daily uploading, so it almost feels like I'm like stacking up thousands and thousands of videos very quickly, but you know, that's the thing, like, really over time it'll just be an endless catalog of videos that YouTube can just recommend for years and years and years, even probably well past the point of even me being here, you know? And that's what's amazing about it, is that, like, all these videos, people will literally be able to enjoy them for however long. I've heard of people coming, sometimes people just ditch their channels and come back and find, like, that they have 100,000 people watching them. It's crazy. I couldn't imagine doing that. Just ditching a channel, like, yeah, I'm going to start something else, peace out. And then coming back and actually being monetized and then taking it seriously. It's like, well, I would have taken it seriously the whole time, exactly. Enjoy the full process and just realize that you gotta focus, and, it's hard to focus on, like, one channel, especially when you're trying different things. But I've realized that, like, even those other channels that are, like, good ideas, I would rather, like, just post on here and give all my time to this channel. And yeah, we are really just gonna ride the long, beautiful train of YouTube, pretty much, Probably, honestly, once we get through the thousands, like, 1,000, 2,000, be soaring pretty quickly. It's really hard to, it's really hard to get at that point and just not be super motivated to go to 5 and 10. Yeah, it is late, but honestly, I think that I, like, messed my sleeping schedule up a little bit. I'm, like, really off with it right now. I'm kind of just in the middle of a night where, like, I don't feel like sleeping, It's really weird. I think I slept, like, morning to, like, afternoon 2 days in a row, and it messed with my sleep schedule or something. Yeah. I slept, like, all night the one night, and then I slept till, like, 4 o'clock the one day, yesterday. Absolutely messing with my sleep schedule. What's up, strange ass? We got strange ass in here. We got New Zealand in here, bro. New Zealand in the house. Yo, we's here BSing, having a good night. Just rolling through topics. Yeah. I am gonna get a Coke, get some caffeine, maybe a little sugar. Thinking of what we gonna do. So, I'm thinking that what we're gonna do is we'll go down here. What's up, you guys? Bing, bang, boom. Oh, it's raining again. Oh, that's my neighbor. And it's raining again. It's pouring again. Man, I'm telling you what, you guys. We got to... I'm going to turn this up for a little bit. That should be good. What's up, you guys? Yeah, they, like, buying online is good and all, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've currently realized that it don't feel good. It don't feel good whenever, I'm just seeing how that looks right now. It don't feel good whenever you buy online and you realize that you could have spent the money and it could have been like ghost money. You know what I mean? For instance, if you have the money, right? What's the point of going through the bank? Because everything is logged, tracked,
and monitored. So everything that you buy, for instance, I realized that everything that I bought on Amazon, eBay, for the most part, was just overdone. Just like seriously overdone at one point. It's like once you figure out the other way to do it, or a better way to do it, or a more convenient way to do it, it almost like takes over. And in certain cases, I was just like, okay, I really like buying these Morgan dollars. Oh, I really like buying these. I really like buying that. Oh, I like buying these Comstock load Morgans. And then next thing I know, but at the same time, it's always really good to have a valuable asset, I would say. Like, a Comstock load Morgan is a valuable asset. I'll show you guys. These can be resold like anytime, like the Morgans. Like, you can sell them at any time. Me personally, you start putting these things up on eBay, people start buying them. You put things up on eBay like smaller increment, like a quarter, it'll take years to sell it, I've learned. Even the most beautiful quarter, it'll still take a year or more to sell it in most cases. These, you put them up, they're gone within a month, especially if you promote it. And I've learned that, the more you have, obviously, the luckier you get. Next thing you know, sales are just popping left and right, and boom, you're really enjoying, I would say, eBay. But it can definitely go both ways, I've noticed. New messages. These are those embroidered things that I was talking about. Look at how cool some of these are. I loaded a bunch up just to see what I really wanted. Old Sinclair dyno gasoline. This old dyno racing oil thing. Really cool. This is something I was looking at before. I was looking at commemoratives, man, and I found this one beautiful one. Oh my goodness, you guys. You gotta see this one on here. There is a Lincoln. There's a 19 in the teens. I gotta find it. Here it is, I think. Yep. There it is. Check this out. 1918. I just found this. I ain't never seen a Lincoln commemorative. This is a Centennial, Illinois commemorative. Got the beautiful, absolutely gorgeous lettering. It's slightly thick. The bird's different than anything I've seen because it's from 1918. That's why I love looking at these old coins. It's like, look at this. This shield is on... What is it on? Is it on the Barber? Let me see. Yeah, this exact shield is on the Barber. So they continue things, and it's really interesting to me how certain things get brought along, like E Pluribus Unum from 1918 in this shield, and it still made it onto Barbers, and honestly the Barber series before this, so maybe this came from the Barber. That's even more cool to think about. This is original. I don't really remember seeing this on too many things, even though there's plenty of banners out there. The way they did this is pretty well original. But just look at that. You don't see too many, outside of a penny with his face on it. And I really love Abraham Lincoln. I really love Abraham Lincoln, you guys. This is BU, or close.
That's the same price. This one's really nice. Wow. That frosty look on it too. That is killer. Yeah, I just saw that earlier and I'm like, wow, I gotta show you guys that. Albany. Oh. That's the one with the bear on it. And the two faces, I believe. It's nice to see what's on here. There's new listings. Let's see if we can just go and look at new listings. Hold on. New. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Wonder if they have that somewhere. I guess not. Because it says there's a couple that's new, and I figured they would at least have that over here somewhere. They have all the varieties here, though. Wow, look at that. New Rochelle. What? I've never even heard of that before. Elgin. We're just going to look at the ones that I've just never seen before. Lynchburg. I've probably seen it. I just don't know what it looks like. Not specified. This one's beautiful. Lafayette. Hawaiian. See, this is why we need to do that more often. Wait. I think that might have actually... Oh yeah, it did it. Okay, good. There's a Lynchburg one. Carter Glass. 1936. That's a nice coin. California Jubilee Commemorative. That's a beautiful coin with their bear. See? I really love coins from California. I really do. Especially the ones with the S. Whoa, that's pretty different looking. What is that? Elgin. There's the Elgin coin. Alright. Huh. What is that? Pioneer. 1673 to 36. Whoa. And it just looks like Jesus on the front. Seriously, but that's wild. I ain't never seen a coin like that. If you guys ever seen a coin like that, put it in chat. Whoever's watching, put that in chat. Seriously, if you've ever seen this thing. I have never in my life seen this coin. Ever. Look at the back. Oh my lord. We got a native. I believe this would be the Pioneer. We got Lady Liberty in her dress and all her glory. Who do we got? And we got pilgrims surrounding her, I believe. Protecting her. Watching out each way for her. Beautiful. Can really say a lot with a design. Dude, Fort Vancouver, I've never seen that before. Fort Vancouver Centennial, Hudson's Bay Company, Vancouver, Washington. Wow. Look at that. I mean, that's just classic. Got his like mutton hat on, his rifle ready to go. And if you guys see here, this is almost a $300 coin, and it's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice coin, but looky here, lots of scratches. It's a lot of scratching. Crazy. Everywhere. And I mean, this coin actually went through hell and back. Look at it, both ways. I mean, jeez. But it's gotta be probably like one of 5 or 6 or 7,000. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is extremely rare for what it cost right there. In most cases, I'd have to see a few of them to see that that's not just one person asking a lot, but still, in most cases, everybody's pretty on point with their pricing. In most cases on here, some people are like 10 or 20 or 30 over, but for the most part, everybody's really in the same ballpark on here. There's always going to be those people that are asking crazy amounts, though. Like, Etsy's the worst for that, if you've ever bought on Etsy. See you, Retro. I hope you have a good one, bro. I missed that when I said that. But yeah, we're just vibing out, yo. Whoever's chilling, watching, if it's Joseph, whoever it is, strange ass, what's up? We are just having a good old time. Annex AU50. Oh my lord. AU50. Which is practically right at MS. We're talking no scratches at all. Even barely minute ones like that right there. You can barely tell. Like, barely. And the rest of the field is perfect. That's a beautiful coin. He's sitting there panning. 6 a gold miner. Acid treated. Ah, that's crazy. I didn't even see that until I looked up. Wowzers. Alright, well, if this is acid treated, let's check it out then. Super frosty. It shouldn't be perfect, though. There's going to be parts where it just still has its darkness. Like right there. Really bright right here. Not so bright. It is all about light too. Very hard. I don't know. As soon as I saw that, I had to really analyze it because acid. I'm trying to figure out how to tell if a coin's been dipped by acid. I want to know. And lately I've been able to tell if somebody like scrubs it or wipes it. Anything that's like cleaned lately, I've been able to see it somehow. Even on stream, I've been able to find these coins online that are wiped or cleaned, and I can figure it out while I'm looking at it. But yeah, acid's one of those ones that I tell you what, it's pretty hard. I'd say it's pretty hard. That was pretty hard for me to even analyze and figure out what was going on there. Holy hell, that's a beautiful coin right there. Look at this, 1925 Vancouver, and it's not reserved too high there. That's a pretty decent price for a coin like that. Wow. I mean, it'll probably go well into like 80, 90, 100, but maybe it won't. That's beautiful. Second one. 36 Wisconsin. They got a beaver. A beaver, arrows in their stock. Pretty simple lettering. Love it. Guy swinging his pickaxe. 4th day of July and no Domini. Anno Domini. 1836 to 1936. I like that, how it commemorates the date like above and then right below where it's supposed to be. I do like that because it's always side by side. It can be like this with the nice space there. That is gorgeous the way they did that. Oh my goodness. What is in this thing that makes it so... What happened there? Are you guys seeing this? What exactly is that? Maybe the yellow from the background or what? With a shadow? Yeah, that's what it is. The shadow from the coin and the yellow from that countertop. And he actually made his coin look so weird from every angle, picture-wise. It really looks like it's seeping onto the coin. That's a beautiful coin. Charter Oak, Connecticut. The Charter Oak. They just stuck a big oak tree on there. That's beautiful, dude. That's classic looking, too. I mean, I'm a sucker for a tree coin. Absolute sucker for a tree coin, dude. Not kidding. Holy hell, that's the one right there that I was wondering. What? I've never heard of that one. New Rochelle, New York. Look at the quality of this coin. So, it looks like it's in a flip. It's giving me Libertad vibes or Morgan Dollar vibes with these beads. Actually, Morgan Dollar better. Look at that rose. It's so perfect. I don't think they could have done any better on that coin. Like, if I was alive back in time where this coin came out and I was anywhere near the guy who created it, I'd shake his hand, seriously, and tell him, man, that's such a beautiful coin. Wouldn't that be amazing to actually commemorate the person who made these or drew them up? Like, at least tell him, how great the design was. He'd probably look at you like you're insane because he's sitting there like, yeah, I know. It's nice and all, but you love it a little too much,
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what he'd say. Being from 1938. Imagine talking to somebody from 1938 the way we talk nowadays. It'd be so trippy. They would literally, they wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do. Oh my goodness. That's a pretty coin. York, 1936. And it's been cleaned. Let's see if we can tell. Yeah, I mean... Okay, so somebody realized, alright, this is where they always start because it's the easiest place, right? And then next thing you know, these straight lines, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, you're trying to get into the crevices a little bit. Sometimes people go around. I don't know what was on this. It might have just been in these three places, but it disqualified it for... And look at how beautiful the front is. I mean, the rays, the words, these are a perfect size. It sticks out perfectly. The beautiful wrap around Pluribus Unum. Honestly, I don't think they could have done any better there. Wow. I really want that coin. It's crazy. There's so many coins out there that you just don't even know. You don't even know what you want. You just want it all. But you get it so slowly over the years. That's a BU version of that Wisconsin coin. It's Gem BU, and it's $600. Oh my lord. I have to see it. $600 coin though. We got East Coast Bullion Coin and Collectibles Inc. So he's in my area. Doing pretty good too. He's got 13,000 sales total. It's not too bad. I like the close-ups. Oh my goodness. I'm talking no scratches at all. That other one was so scratched up, but I was still appreciating it. Beautiful lettering, beautiful strike. I mean, you really can't get any better, I don't think. You guys. You really can't get any better or nicer than these coins right here. I got a few of these things, man. I love these 26s. Definitely an affordable and attainable $half for anybody who is, looking to get a nice $half cheap. You can get them really cheap, circulated. I'd say probably 60 or less. This is XF. I don't know about that for sure, but it's probably close. XF means extremely fine. This doesn't necessarily come across as, yeah, maybe. See, that's where you're just scratching at dollars there, basically just trying to get, because, like, for instance, I don't like doing it, but I guess the only way to sell coins is to make a guess. And you're not always going to be right, you know? There's going to be somebody who always looks at a coin and says, oh, that's not right, or that is right, or it should be this, you know? Especially when you send to grading companies, it happens all the time, where people physically have a number in their head before they even get it back from the grading companies, and it lets them be upset. Yeah. It lets them really... Sometimes they'll send it back. They'll literally crack it out and send it back, you know? That's how upset they are about it. Dude, if I got it and they gave it back to me and it's that number, you know? Authorize. But sometimes you actually have proof of, like, certain things. For instance, microscopes and everything. And if there is a specific thing that they missed, you can always call them up and be like, hey, you know, I'm looking at this coin right now. You said it wasn't this, but it is this. And then, boom, you get your coin regraded just like that. Look at how cool this thing looks. This is the Cobb shape. This is exactly what I have Cobb shape. We got an octagon. We got a Roman man. Thick Norse. What the hell does that mean? Thick Norse Centennial. I have never in my life, you guys, seen this. AD 1000? Authorized by the Congress of the United States of America. Look at how odd it's written, too. Like they were just, like, cruising along there with it to the edge. Instead of having it... This is, like, definitely before a time where they even thought about, you know, having it be even all the way. Like me personally, I probably would have just kept the letters even and boom, straight America through this right there. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, that's an amazing coin. We got a Viking ship. We got no reeded edge. It's worn down really crazy. Opus Fraser. That's who designed that coin. I've never seen that before in my life. I've never heard of the Thick Norse American Centennial. It's a metal, that's why. That's why it's not a coin, it's a metal. But it's a commemorative $half. That's pretty odd. It's a metal, but it's a commemorative $half. My goodness. Oh, wow. 35 Connecticut. I love that bird right there. That bird is everything on this coin. And this is the one with the tree. So they got that beautiful front. I like the lettering and everything. It's nice. It's really nice. And then the back is just so absolutely nice with that bird. $345 for a silver Fort Vancouver. Wow. 1892. Oh, I read that literally backwards. Wowzers. That's the one that I have. I was like looking at the picture and I'm like, huh, I have that. As I was saying 1892. I know a couple people in on on the channel have this one. It's really nice. It's a affordable, great coin to have. I really appreciate these beautiful coins that are still existent. You can get these in BU shape all day, 3, 4, and 2. From $20 to $40 to $60, depending on the condition. Look at that. That's really nice for $80. I mean, we were just looking at this one for double that almost. It'll probably get close to its auction price though. MS64, and it still has all this on it. So don't let this discourage you. You might still have an MS64 coin. Look at this. If you ever have a coin that has stuff around the edges, don't discourage yourself because it could be a MS64. Look at this. I mean, jeez. I could not picture this getting an MS64, but it did. Look at the back. It's nice. There are no scratches, so that's what they're looking at. They don't care about this. This is a tone. This is a natural thing that happened to this coin, and they had to overlook it entirely and literally look at the backgrounds and decide, okay, there's really no minor, there's not even many scratches really. Okay, that'd be a hard call. Dude, okay, imagine, whoever's watching, imagine seriously that you guys work at a coin grading company, right? And you show up to work one day and you see this coin. How are you going to grade it? You know? I'm likely, if I'm the one that's at the table that day, I'm guaranteeing you that I am going to mess it up. I'm going to undergrade it by accident. Not even on purpose. Look at this. $400 for an MS64. And the population, I mean, it's got to be low, but it ain't that low for 1938. There's still a lot of these probably. Well, maybe not the New Rush shell, but I'd imagine for a lot of other coins. That's like Walking Liberty years, like, yeah. Look at this. Somebody's selling their collection. And we got a lot of good ones. One purchase equals 2 coins, so they're $20 a piece. Look at this. That's a bit unfair, but in some cases you're going to get a good deal. In others, you're going to be paying for a $5 to $10 coin, and you're going to be paying $10 more. This right here is definitely worth it. I was checking out these 1994 Olympic coins and everything, and they have extremely low mintages. What's this one? 1995. I really ain't seen that one. That's my year too. I got this one. Don't got that one. I don't think. He's got another 94 there. Boy, that one right there is pretty. That's a Wright Brothers one. Even just the lettering alone is so gorgeous. Spaced out perfectly, $50. I mean, you couldn't have done any better, and that's a simple design. Look at that. Line, plain, letters, done. No complicated anything. Beautiful. I guarantee you there were so many of these coins that probably have perfect strikes in like or perfect grade. We got that one. I know, I remember them birdies. Actually, I think that might have gifted that to my mom because she loves birds, but I can't remember. Gotta double check. Wright Monument. That's beautiful. I know I got that one. Proof and the regular version. There it is. There's the Olympia version. There it is. That's a good one to get. It's in the books for, I'm pretty sure it's definitely extremely low mintage. Like
5 to 7,000 or something like that. I can't remember, or 10 or 15. It's very low.
Yep, it's very low. Sorry, I'm just hunched over. I'm comfortable and I'm just BS and the mic's right here. Oh my good Lord. Okay, so they hit a home run with this thing. Not only is it an MS-64, we got natural rusting going on that's passed on from their tone, because rust is straight up a tone. But look at this. And look at how it's trying to climb, right? Right there is where it was going next. It's very light, minor, and there's a line going down here. So, let's be honest. What do you guys think is causing this line? I bet you it's water. If you mix chemicals, any type of chemical, this coin, and water, each time it might, as it dries, leave a beautiful tone. Which is what seemingly happened here, baby, because if water got there, just wash it down a little bit, next thing you know, it gets to climb a little bit more. As it's drying, it stops. As it gets wet, it starts again. It's basically a cancer of the coin or the metal that starts out looking incredibly cool in some cases, depending on what type of metal it is. You got stainless steel, it's going to rust really fast. Well, if you sit it out there in the water every day, at least it's going to rust. And silver, it's going to really do some really odd things with some chemicals. I think some people are out there really trying to figure out how to get a perfect tone off of chemicals. I really do, and that's what makes me worry about buying those really toned Libertads, because they seem to be too colorful. Absolutely front and back, too damn colorful. And I mean, like, this is natural. It stopped quarter of the way of the coin, barely on the back. Oh, no. Note, you guys, there's a line of blue on the back, too. Wonder what caused it on the back like that, the same way. Just a straight cutoff of blue. Blue, blue. That's a good question. It always makes me wonder how coins get toned. Where they got toned at, the story, the garage they were found in. It makes me wonder, you guys. Oh my Lord, can you absolutely imagine having this coin? I mean, dudes. Dudettes. Like, we can't believe the shine on this. Look at how beautiful that coin is. It looks like it was just minted yesterday. And it was made in 1945 or 1925. Can't believe I'm sitting there looking at the number. I'm having like a dyslexic night where I keep saying the just like the thing that I don't want to say, like the 1925, 1945. Oh my Lord. I honestly don't think you could have gotten any better with all this intricate patterning. Back then, that's what you were getting. That was a perfect coin. And nowadays, we have like the tonnage to create these lines so fine. It's probably fascinating to see what they can do with the what's it called, micro engraving. You can do it on your phone if you zoom in. If you have an Android right now and you're editing something, say you're trying to make a background or something like that, you can zoom in really far and line letters up and stuff like that, but nothing compared to what they have at the Mint. Nothing. At the Mint right now, they have what I believe to be old time and new collided. So like there are people still working on coins the old-fashioned way, if they please. I think you can still do that. But at the same time, there's the pros that come straight for the computers every day and make the best designs because they're so hyper zoomed in on their designs. They can make incredibly detailed. So, for instance, while they're at the mint, they can use these machines and create coins. The designers, they have at office a little booth or whatever, and they have touch screen, beautiful. Yeah, it works. I don't know, whatever they have, it works really well. I've seen it on video with them working, and they were turning coins around 3D. It's a full 3D application, and they can do these lines and make them absolutely phenomenal. I mean, perfect to a T, like every single one of them. And yeah, they can basically go and just zoom super far in on this mountain and then just do dots on the mountain or all these fine lines or something. Yeah, it's the difference between back then and what we have nowadays. Technology nowadays is so good. Everything is looking crisp. Oh wow, that's a good one. This California Diamond Jubilee. I love that coin. See, that's kind of what the one he gave me, the one my friend gave me was nicer. This is actually pretty worn. The one he gave me still had a shine to it, and it was still pretty nice. Still have it. Got a few Columbus Expedition coins. They're one of my favorites. Ooh, what is that? OGH Delaware Classic. Oh my lord, I haven't seen anything like this. Look at that. It's got rays sending the cloud. It's the sun coming out of the clouds. Wow. And it's got a beautiful schoolhouse here. Or church, whichever one. It might be both. It might be both. If they could have had, church and a schoolhouse at one point. But no, it does look like both, kind of. Or like a small Capitol building or something. But Delaware Classic Commemorative. $300 flat for MS64. Wow, look at that, you guys. It literally has the Columbus Expedition ship. It has the ship. We were just on one. Okay, so I'll go back up and we'll go side by side just to look at the ship real quick, because that's like fascinating me right now. The fact there it is. There's the ship. Alright, I had to look at it to see the difference, okay? This is a slight difference. Look at that. Is it the same? Lines going through. No, it's not. It's slightly different. But it's really almost the same ship, man. That's crazy. This one's nicer. I like this design better. Delaware Tercentenary. Why is that so hard to pronounce? Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I have never in my life seen a Delaware Classic yet, till this day at least. 1638 to 1938. Wow. I mean, a 300-year commemorative coin. Holy. Definitely almost worth $300 for every year. For every 100 years, it added $100. That's fascinating. Huh. For every 100 years, it added $100. For every year, it was $1. That's crazy. $1 a year. Ain't too bad, though. That ain't too bad. Well, if you think about it, it's less, because then we get to 38. And now we're at 2024, so you got to add that in there, too. So really, yeah. It just depends on the mintage. And that's another thing you got to take into play. That's another thing. In the future, I'm not expecting these Edith Kanaka quarters or any of these quarters to go, you know, past $1 or two. You know what I mean? But like seriously, to collect a lot of them and to have them, even to be able to sell a quarter in bulk for 50 cents and literally, if say I'm at a flea market and I'm an old guy, I'm gonna love the flea markets when I'm older, and I'm gonna have my boxes of coins sitting there. I'll buy a table and just sell coins each day, wherever I'm at. Probably Florida, honestly. And next thing you know, I am going to be really enjoying it. And next thing you know, a bulk buyer is gonna come by, and I'm going to seriously have to negotiate a lot of my coins away, quarter wise. Say I have a bunch of quarters, a box, and he realizes that I actually have like BU coins, and somebody will look through my coins one day after I have them separated and everything of all the ones that shouldn't be there, and they're gonna think a lot of time at least went into finding these. It's worth sending all these off to a grading company, and what do you want for them? You know, and it turns into that pretty much. And the best thing about it is slowly and maturely, you know, as you start selling things to people, say at a flea market or whatever, even a person that comes by and is just curious about what you have and buys like, you know, a few of them or whatever is great compared to, you know, getting rid of all of them as well. So no matter what you do, I'd say, you know, somebody's going to walk by and realize that you put a lot of time and effort into it. Strike a conversation up with you, and yeah. Next thing you know, they're just sitting there flipping through flips and wanting some coins. And that's the thing about it, is that if you have a bunch of these really beautiful quarters or half dollars in the future, quarters, I like it because they're so accessible and they're still brand new when you get them from the bank rolls from the stores. You just got to be careful when you're grabbing them. I put them in the receipts. Yeah, I really like putting them in the receipts, you guys. Yeah. Every single pretty much coin that I've gotten personally came from the grocery store somehow. I don't even know how that's possible. But every single coin essentially came from my pocket change. And I've just completely separated it instantly or within the next couple days usually. And yeah, I've learned to get really good at saying, okay, well, that one's not new anymore. That's been sitting around a little too long. We ain't calling her new, you know? I've been really particular lately about, like, if I don't see a BU coin, it's not going to say BU. You know, I'm doing my best to, like, really get close to what it generally would be so that somebody can just take it and run with it and also not be disappointed as well. Yep. That's the thing that I'm definitely trying to do the most, is really get my collection organized over time so that it's not hard for me and I don't have to go through things over and over and over again, which would be treacherous. After a certain point, you really don't want to go through it all like multiple times unless it's for fun. You don't want to have to do it for a task or a chore or because you feel like you have to. You know, just I try to keep it, you know, somewhat organized, but for the most part, these flips, I just recently learned how to get them organized and collected pretty much. Everything else has pretty much been a big old learning curve for me. Figuring out what to do with everything, how to preserve it. Because I'm all about preserving on this channel, all about preserving it. Every coin that I have is as good as preserved as it's ever going to be. Wow, look at that. 2001 Philadelphia U.S. Capitol Visitor Center. That's cool. Those will be around for a few years, but they're not going to get any cheaper, I would imagine. That's very cool. $2001. Oh, I seen a 2015 or 2013. Let's see what's up with that. I like to look at these because I don't know what a lot of them look like from the previous years. Very cool. Even though they just got one side, that's cool. It looks a lot like an older half dollar to me with the two guys. Anytime they're commemorating two men, it basically makes me think of like the P Stone, or not the P Stone, but just around that time period, because that's where they were doing all these coins with two guys or one guy on them, and they would be looking in one direction or the same direction. That one coin where the two guys are like staring this way or whatever. Yeah, and it makes me just think of that. But it's really 2013. That's pretty modern. I've never heard of that before, so I'm really glad. Oh my goodness, MS66. Let's just look at this for the hell of it, because like even just to see a 66 in this is actually probably absurd. I mean, we got to start. I definitely like looking at these on here because it helps me realize possibly if the picture's nice enough, which this one is not. If it's nice enough, I can see somewhat about the characteristics of what got it there to 66. If you look in the coin books, they actually say what they're looking for with certain grades. And I'm pretty sure they do like AU, and I don't know if they get super specific. I think they do somewhat. I think they get somewhat specific. What I mean by that is where they'll basically say, okay, well, VG is this, approaching VF and you're looking for this, approaching XF, you're looking for this, and approaching AU or BU, you're looking for this. That's what they would do in the coin book right now. It's very helpful though, because it lets you at least know when the bands come into play, full stairs and full bands come into play, and it helps you out basically. It helps you know what the grades are, because they do have a strict system, if you will, for keeping up with the numbers. And that's why I say it's got to be hard with some of these coins, because like when you show up at work and you see that one that was like really toned really oddly, you I can't believe that it got an MS64. Like, that's really high for a coin that, you know, was not perfect. But at the same time, like I said, behind that field of tone, it was a beautiful coin, and they gave it an MS64 for that reason. I can't wait to actually get our first order in to Annex. We're gonna hit it around a little bit towards the end of the year probably, and I'll make the account, and I will I kind of got to behave for the end of the year. I bought too many things, and I'm trying to stay right within my tax bracket. So personally, I'm going to wait for any big. For instance, once I get things graded, I'll probably just do one nice order and send a bunch of nice things in that I really want graded, and things that you guys want graded, things that I want graded, and we're going to just make it worth it. Whatever it costs, we'll make it worth it. That's the hard part, is that if you don't plan on selling your coins, you might want to just save up for it. For instance, that's a good thing to think about, you know? Like me, like I'll probably just end up saving up for it over the next few months or whatever. Next thing I know, January come around. By the time January's there, I'll be prepared at least a little bit, and I'll be able to see. This is another one that would be, see, they're claiming Unk, and honestly they're probably right, but how do you know? Like, man, that's a hard one, man. That's a hard call. Like, that does not look absolutely perfect to me, though. I'm just seeing scratches and everything, and I get it. It's 1918. They're claiming rainbow toning as well. I don't know. That's definitely a stretch. It's almost there, I guess. But this, I don't know, man. There's some rainbow starting. It almost looks like Manila stuck to it or something. Like, these are the type of things that I worry about, man. It almost looks like a sticker or something was like trying to yank off of this, or the Manila folders would the adhesive would get on these and leave yellow all over. These used to be shared back and forth from like ancestors and everything through the mails and stuff like that. And people would just keep them in manila folders and manila envelopes. Those tiny yellow manilas, they're full of acids. Full of it. And adhesive. But the adhesive soaks through, apparently, the yellow manila, and it gets on your coin, and that's what happened to one of the coins that I have. It has a bit of yellowing. I still love it though. That's always a good coin. I love this York. That's one of my new favorites. Beautiful lettering, shield. Holy fudge. What are you guys seeing? This Antietam. See, this is the one that I really was looking for into me right here. Wow. I mean, you guys. Right there, I would say you can't get any nicer of a coin. Holy. Take my breath away. Like, seriously beautiful. Looks like it may have some, I don't know, no. You say it might be doubled a little bit. I wonder if you threw that under a microscope, what it looked like. It's probably pretty close to perfect. Wow. I've never seen this coin. The Burnside Bridge, September 17th, 1862. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. I want to check something else out real quick. We're going to go and look at the Perth Mint. And we're just going to go and search 2012. And we'll work our way up. These coins have insane mintages, and I really like to figure out what some of these coins are doing, because I bought some of these coins. Not old, but new, and I want to see how they appreciate. Some of these are really rare. That's a 2008 to 2019 Perth Mint Lunar Silver 2 coins with display box. Silver 2 coins with display box, but it has a bunch there. So what? Do you get 2 coins or what? 2 coins with display box. Read description. Where is it at? Small crack on the ox capel. $1 ounce lunar silver, 2 coins. I'm just trying to get it right, okay? Because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 for $6.49, but it says 2 coins, clearly, both ways. So when you buy this, you ain't getting these coins, you're getting 2 of these. It's just one of those things. Morning, Kevin. We are just 5, and it is 5. I'm trying to think of what it would be down there. I'm trying to think. What time is it down there? Can't remember the difference. It's about 3 to 4, I think. Maybe 5. But I can't remember. 5 hours difference. I think. I can't remember for sure.
Ooh. Yeah, we had a big old thunderstorm middle of the night. I just went live and boom. We are just vibing out, looking at all kinds of things on here. I'm looking at how some of these coins right here are either rising or not rising in value. See, this right here, it starts at $60. 4 days left, somebody's going to literally bid this up into the hundreds. First 500. Oh my goodness. Quarter ounce gold proof coin. I wonder how many of these they made. Sometimes they put them down here in the description here. Mintage of 1,000. Look at this. It's $750. It was made 12 years ago. 12 years ago. That's awesome. Now, some of the stuff that I've been buying from them, I believe is like 500, 1,000, 2,500, 3,500, and I plan on waiting well past, for the most part, for most of them, well into the better decade to get the profit out of them, of anything really. I mean, things are rising each month. Coins rise for the most part very slowly, either over time, over decades, and it depends. And that's why I say that, like, if you're anyone who doesn't wanna, admit like that they, some people won't admit that, profit would be nice and everything, and it's because silver's a great item to have regardless, and profit isn't something that really many of us are thinking about at all. At the same time, it's possible with items like special limited items from these places, and it does provide you with a cushion of growth that you wouldn't have expected. Now imagine you buy this coin back in the day, and it was in 2012, we'll call it probably, it could have been a go 200 some dollars, 250, 280. It's gained $500 in about a decade, and that's one item. Now say you had 100, say you had, not 100, but like 10 or 15 of these, you're doing pretty good. But at the same time, you're going to have a bunch of different things, and they're going to rise in value in many different ways. And I think it's just great. I think it's just great how coins rise in value, and you don't even got to pay attention to them. It's just that when you go to check them in the future, they're going to be different, Even some of the things that aren't even that rare are going to rise in value that you guys own. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be, it could be the reverse proofs, for instance, from the mint. They are resold online immediately for profit. Immediately, I see people flipping the reverse proofs for whatever, 60, 80, some odd dollars extra. And then within the years, everything backdated just rises in price somehow as the market follows. It's crazy how these painted ones hold their value. They do hold their value, you guys. I don't understand it. I don't buy a lot of painted, but you won't catch me saying no to one that looks good, or something that I'm really feeling. I mean, for $118 on a single coin, it's not bad. You see, and that's the thing. I guess it's just the way that a company does it. I don't know. It's like if they're, painting over a Walking Liberty and making it look like a clown. You guys remember that? I don't know if anyone remembers that coin that I had a long time ago, but it was bad. I don't know if I had it or I was looking at it or what it was, but it was a clown.
they had Lady Liberty painted looking like a clown. And I asked everyone in the video, I said, does this, yeah, it was a video I made. And I said, does this look like, they've respected Lady Liberty, Or does it look like she's a clown? And everybody answered it, she looked like a clown. I mean, it just, little things like that. And it was like the Merrick Mint or something. It wasn't anything from the U.S. Mint. But if it's done right, it don't look terrible. $130, dude. Like, that's crazy. Just the value alone in these things as they go over the years. There's a kilo. Oh my lord. That's a heavy piece right there. I don't think most people realize it, but man, 1,000 grams of pure silver. That's a beautiful coin. A $30 piece. It's always odd to me how some of them say like 500 for gold, and then we got like 30. They're like really different. And this is just for Australia. Really awesome. I wonder what the size limit is that they sell on here. I'm very curious about that now. Hold on. Let's see if they'll actually sell. I don't think they will, but let's see if they'll sell 1,000 ounce. I know they'll sell probably 100. Let's see if they'll sell 1,000 ounce. If they're crazy enough to do that. Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. So, okay, they really are just willing to sell you a $54,000 bar on here. I had to see that with my own eyes. 970. All right. So let's just for giggles. 50 people are watching it. Let's just say that he does 54,000 times. We'll say he sell 50 of them. That's $3 million. 50 of these, $3 million. I mean, that is wild. I never in my life. Now, who do you think? It's not really stamped, is it? Yeah, I guess they are. Sunshine, Engelhard. Whoa, imagine having 1,000 ounce Engelhard bar. Walking into the coin shop with this. Immediate filing of the form for the IRS. Immediate. You ain't getting out of that one. That's the whole problem, is that they deposit these back and forth in the millions, and they don't care as long as it's a bank doing it. You get one human being to pick one of these up and try to walk in. Well, 1,000 ounces, you're gonna have to wheel it in. You ain't carrying. I don't think you're gonna want to carry that. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna want to carry 1,000 ounces in. Yeah. My lord. You're going to need multiple trips on this one, or just a buggy to carry it around pretty much to try to sell it, and everybody's going to tell you, "Oh, I'm going to have to file the form on you all day long. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to." That's what they're going to say. Man, look at this. This might be the perfect amount. A good old kilo. About 1,000 a piece. Depending on brand and stuff like that. A few of those equals, 100, and about 4 of them, you're over 100, you're into 120. That ain't too bad, I love a kilo. Beautiful. $9.11 bars, only 1,000 minted. Wow. I want to look at that one that's $2.95. 1969, 3-ounce silver bar, only 1,000 made. That's a purchase right there. Holy. National Bank and Trust Company in Larned, Kansas. Look at that, you guys. 1969. Talk about a beautiful year. Summer of 69. Look at the back. Holy. That's a cool little bar. 3 ounces. It's a little thicky. Dude, you know that would be the perfect size. 3 ounces? That's just enough to be like the perfect weight in your hand. 2 is like, you want a little bit more, right? Give me another ounce and that's perfect. Square, I can sit there and hold it. It's from 1969. It's got the original box and paper. I mean, Lord. I ain't never seen anything like that yet. See, I've said that a few times tonight, but that's why I'm on here, because it personally shows me things that I've never seen before. Whoa, you guys. You guys. Now, what's up with this? We were just seeing 54 grand. Look at this one. 33. That's a pretty big difference if you ask me, you guys. $20,000 odd for the same thing. Slap me silly if you're gonna take an extra 20 grand. What were we paying for that was 20 extra $1,000? I'd love to know, because I'll take this all day. This is who I am as a purchaser. All right. If you give me the same thing, and you say that it's $20,000 more dollars, I'm gonna go with the one that's 20 grand less, and I'm gonna have a big old stack of 20 grand to do whatever with. Take it back and not put it into a piece of metal that I'm really trying to just let the value grow on. Boy, oh boy. Look at this. 4 sold. That's fascinating. Who exactly out there has it like that to the point where they're just like, I'm going to just spend $34,000 out of my account today, you guys. Jesus. I mean, Lord. And you know what? Honestly, it might be businesses that are just buying it. Businesses for somebody else type thing, you know? I don't know, but man, is that amazing. I didn't think I'd even see one, let alone a couple. Now we're going to type in one word in front of this. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. $689, 10 ounces, vintage silver CNC. Wow, look at the love that thing had. You don't got to worry with these things. I love the pour marks. Holy. Omega Refining. 9.67 ounces. Now we're getting into this stuff. It has really odd, really odd, like, increments. 5.23. Look at that. Oh my Lord. 10.10. That's cool. And think about it. Why shave off that 0.10 when it's so odd? It's an odd weight. And that's like, I noticed that right out the gate. Oh my goodness, it's not 1 troy ounce. It's 5.23, you know? Willow Creek. This just says Willow Creek. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at this. I have never in my life seen anything look that wild before from silver. Them cracks, them crevices, everything. Oh my Lord. Single-handedly stamped on there. This one a little higher. This one a little higher. Crooked a little bit. That's how it was, dude. wonder what year that was made. If they got any information on it, that would be amazing. So far, we have seen one, possibly two others this style, this one being the nicest. You may never get a second chance. Huh. That's a good warning. With $1,500 price tag, I'd imagine that this thing is incredibly rare. These people say they've only seen one or two in their whole lifetime. And that means that this might actually be less than 100, I would say, made. What if they only made, 20 to 40 of them? Some places, because, man, this is really a rough looking bar. Wherever they made it, it was a situational thing. It was a temperature thing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. 10.10 ounce Willow Creek bar. Uber rare. That's what they say. Rare international vaults. I knew we'd be right in heaven, man. Just like that. What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a great night, great morning. I love the bullets. I got bismuth shotgun shells that I made. I gotta get sanded really nice. That'll be the easiest thing for me to sand out of anything. $1,800 Alvin Sharp 2 ounce turtle vintage silver poured ingot. I mean, Jesus. Look at the tone. Oh, it's got a blue tint to it. Oh my lord. 2 ounce turtle for $1,900, you guys. I don't know about rare, but this got to be close to a 1 of 1. This bar is made of high quality silver and has a unique shape. Are we talking anything about the rarity? I'm assuming it's incredibly rare just based on the price, but I've never seen anything like it. It's literally... How many? 2. Huh. Is there really 2 of them? If there is, there's only one number on this entire thing, and we have a 2. So I'm assuming another one has 1. Yeah, they could have went and made a few more, but... Oh, wait. 2 as in 2 ounce. Boy, is that different. I've never seen anything like that. Oh, H. Alvin Sharp. I don't know who that is, but it's probably somebody really important for them to have their own bar. Maybe an owner of a company or something. We are really up in here, man. We are finding some gems tonight, you guys. This is where we are all waiting for. This is what we were waiting for. This is what I'm always waiting for in life. Something to pop up and just really blow my mind, These things. This is like a combined effort of vintage. All in one area. 5.19. And look at those numbers, man. Just look at that. Rocky Mountain Mint. That was just a simple old cast, tiny little thing, man. Making them. Little skinny little thing. They probably had a bunch. They were just pouring one after the other pretty much. Oh my lord. Crown Metals. What a design. Just look at that thickie, man. That looks like a tub of bread. That is a loaf of bread right there. I mean, seriously. My lord. These are the type of things that you just can't really not. 5.0 TO. Wow. Those are nice letters, though. They laid them letters out perfect. Birds are singing so beautifully right now. We got Volkswagen's 25th anniversary here. $1,500 buy it now price. These are all extremely expensive. Ooh, look at the jiggle marks on this one, you guys. This is what happens whenever you get to a perfect pour at the top and it just moves and wiggles a little bit in these lines as it dries. It's like a tree as it goes in right there. The tree, it's like it's age pretty much. Right to the center. Holy. That's a beautiful pour. Look at that. Delta U. It's a 10 uneven ounce. Look at this. 9995. That's insane how they actually got the assay and included that miscalculation right there. It's not totally pure, but I look at the price tag, you guys. Jeez. Hand poured chest set, 24 karat gold. Wow. 19.6 ounce fine silver chest set with 24 karat gold. That was confusing. Oh my lord. This is actually Michael Jordan cast in silver, you guys. 3 ounces. 3.1. They actually made 100 of these. They made 100 of these and it's $300. I guarantee you that these at one point in my life will be way more rare. Especially with 100, they are definitely going to sell. I mean, 2 of these sold. And this is the last one right here. But people say that and they restore things. But for the most part, with 100, you can't do that many times. Wow, that's beautiful. I would buy that. Well, I'd get it for myself and I'd probably end up putting it down there for my mom to look at too. This thing's just too nice. Gorgeous. Oh my lord, dude. Oh my goodness. This is the Die Hard. Wow. Wondering what they did to get that in there. They probably melted him in there. They heated his bottom up and then attached him in there and stuck him there, and that's exactly what they did. No way. I was just wondering, right? Because, like, look at this. You can see that this was just a custom bin, right? They made just a custom mold right here. However they made it, and they just added a ledge in the top part. And that's all they needed for that part. And then they cast this guy, melt his bottom, stuck him in there, boom. Wow. Really amazing. Nude Crown Mint Beauties. Adult Novelty. That's a dick. Jesus. We got the Christmas Story Boolean Lamp. Oh my goodness. I ain't never seen anything like this. The variety on here is insane. Look, they give you a side profile of what you're getting too. That's nice. It's always good to see every angle. It almost looks like a guitar. Very cool. Favorite part of the movie almost. Him and fighting with that thing and throwing it out the window because he's so mad at it. Ha ha ha. Crown Mint 1984. A new baby with a stork on it. Atlantis Mint. Never heard of them. Boy, that's a beautiful bar. That's how my Money Metals bar looked at before I started touching it. Yep. Give me one quick second. I have to go to the restroom, you guys. Oh man, too many beautiful coins on eBay. I could sit there for hours looking, honestly. I don't even know how long we go live half the time just because I'm sitting there just randomly falling in love with coins with you guys. But that's how it needs to be, yo. We just sit there and just get lost in whatever we're doing, pretty much. That's the funnest part about it. Lately, eBay's been the top, pretty much everything, it's been pretty much the top everything. I can sit on there for hours. Birds chirping so beautiful out. Oh my goodness, the middle of the night, middle of the morning. Absolutely gorgeous. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. I had to go take a pee so bad. Stay live so long, next thing you know, I just gotta go. Oh my goodness. $11 rare silver bars. Choose any. Swiss of America. That is a really cool bar. Simple, like one stamp and then the numbers. I always look at pictures of the old miners and everything from back in the day, and man, dude, they really weren't. They were just mining. They were working their butts off, man, make somebody else rich. I'm sure they definitely had hardships when they hit like certain deposits and they actually had to, give it all to the company. I'm sure there were ways where they actually got some for themselves, I'd imagine. Just like coal around here, they had illegal coal mines around here. I'm sure there were guys that were tapping into the other side of the mine, or where they forgot or where they left off, and really clean the rest of it out, I'd imagine, over time. Rare Louisiana Coin Exchange toned vintage bar. Wow. 3 ounces. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm gonna move this stuff and sit.
I just cannot believe that this stuff exists on Nier. I just can't. It's so nice. It's so collectible. There's so much of it available. It's mind-blowing to me. I just cannot fathom that it really is this way, that everything is truly at our fingertips nowadays, and it's all about what you like. That's how the collection starts. You know, old bars, vintage bars. Some people only collect vintage bars. Let me see what that looks like. Some people only collect vintage bars. I moved my camera a while ago. We'll see if that's on my face. Some people only collect American Silver Eagles. Yep, I knew it. There we go. There we go. That should be okay, you guys. How's that look? Oh yeah, there we go. That's perfect. That's perfect. I gotta get a more comfy seat to sit in, like so that I can sit here up at the table or just go back into like a recliner or something. Oh my goodness, 24.55 ounces, Omega Refining. This is really giving me a very good glance into the vintage silver market, you guys. Look at that. Oh my god. You just can't fake that. You can't fake that. That is silver. The spotting. It just must not have been super hot. For instance, if they would have blown the bottom of this really good, it probably wouldn't have did that. But it was bubbling under there and all kinds of stuff. Yep. A little bit of impurity. Beautiful. What the hell? 10.12. Look at how off those numbers are. 10.12 troy ounces. And it's got 000 plus fine. That's very odd. Never seen the numbers like that. There's an Engelhard collection. Date, run, lot. $29,597,98,996. Look at that. They actually did buy. Those look like proof. They really are shining like a proof, man. He really got 08, 09, 10. Oh, you missing 11 and 13. Very cool. And they're in flips. Wow, those are nice. That's the type of Engelhard I would buy in a heartbeat right there. They're so nice. Little 1 ouncers. Wonder what those cost. 1,600. This is a lot for 11 bars. So that would be about 170 a piece. That's cool. That ain't that bad. 16 for the whole lot of 11 of them. And they're only going to rise in value as the years go on. Draper Mint. U.S. Assay Office. $31.1 grams. Silver trade unit. Formally scored at the assay office.
United, United or minted from U.S. Strategic Stockpile Silver. That's very cool. They won't admit that nowadays. I guess it's obvious, but still, it's cool to put that on the coin. You don't see that. There's more Delta. The quicker fucker upper. Circle Mining District. Jesus. These are gorgeous. Alexander Westerfield Old Pour. Got the rings going in. Something happened here. Must have been. Wow. 23.08 ounces. That's awesome. Yeah, imagine pouring all this silver and, leaving it at an odd number. I would. One, it's easier. You don't got to sit there and sand it down and lose metal, but it gives the person something special. A little bit more, dude. Just a little bit more. Doesn't always have to be exactly on the troy ounce, I don't think. It does nowadays, but back then it definitely didn't. See, 0.03, and that was staying on there. We're not shaving that off there. Wow. World's largest 1 ounce bar. Wow. Look at that. It's like a tray. Fiji $1 2019 on that side. And then on the other side it looks like a little it looks big. Wow. The biggest or the largest 1 ounce bar. That's very cool. Wow. The Watergate gang. There's a lot of funny, cool stuff on silver. 13.25. Look at these numbers. Holy. Somebody wrote on that one. The weight. Original weight writing. Look at that. It's Sharpie. For whichever year. Bear. Wow. And a completely bare other side. That's how you know you're buying something rare, man. When it looks like that, jeez, Louis, man. Yeah, we gotta get a rare bar every now sometime. It's right on the list. I know he has them every now and then in my local coin shop. It's just getting it before somebody else does, basically. He gets those things in, they don't last long. It's the first thing he shows everybody, and it's the first thing somebody goes, hey, I'll go and get the money right now for that. Look at this, a $4,000 100 ounce bar. Dugan and Helter brand. Jeez. Wow. Holy. That's an ingot. That's an ingot right there. Let's see what it is in the description. This is the only one available on the market, and there are no sold listings. The Dugan and Helderbrand father and son duo was a very short-lived company who traveled around via aircraft sourcing discarded lithographs and X-ray films, and then they perfected the process of extracting silver from them. Wow. Nobody truly knows how many of their bars are left out there, but there were never many to begin with. Ma'am, there aren't any others on here. This is the only one. Now that's just something I can't believe. But I believe it. This is an official one of one right here, and it's expensive. Oh my lord. Because, like, 100 ounces times 20, 27 something or whatever it is. That's an extra $2,000+ profit. And I don't even know what year it's from. But apparently from, like, the mid-30s to the 50s or the 60s maybe. Somewhere in between. Dugan and Helter brand. Now I'm curious. Okay, so let's see what Dugan and Helter brand years were. Dugan and Helter brand silver. What years did they travel and produce it? And let's see if it's on anything information-wise. I'm really curious. Oh, yeah. So I'm reading online that apparently they traveled and went and collected X-ray and other things and learned how to extract the metal from them. And there are 100-ounce bars, Dugan and Helter brand, 100-ounce bars that I'm looking at, and apparently this person says they're really rare, and I believe it because I've never even heard of them. Charles Dugan and Kent Helter brand's work. Collecting materials like X-rays to extract metals for creating art, specifically 100-ounce silver bars. Wow. So there's no record of basically how many bars they might have made. Yeah, they really didn't even keep track of how many bars they made, you guys. I'll do a quick Google just to see, but Dugan and Helter brand 100-ounce silver mintage. There we go. There's some years for us. Oh, okay. They formed their company in 1980. See, I thought it was in the 60s. Alright, good. It says that they had their share of legal issues relating to clients entrusting the company's storage and consignment services, only to find that the physical silver was either gone or pledged. Oh my lord. They were a depository that basically sold it on paper, and then when somebody needed it or whatever, they just didn't have it. Interesting. Now I'm seeing on here that even for the 5 ounces, they made 250 of them. So with 100, I'm going to try to find here. We're creeping up right now into the weights. 10, 19. Oh, geez. All right, hold on. This is getting interesting. 25 for 50 ounces. They only made 25 for ones that were half of this. Let's see what they did. It's going to be really low. And here we have 1,000 and 100. Actually, it doesn't even say they made a 100-ounce bar. It says they just made 1,000. It skips right over 50 and goes right to 1,000. It says they made 3 1,000 bars, 25 minted each. So imagine what these are. probably like 50, less than 100 in the whole world, and this is one of them. We really came across a rare one with that. I can't lie, you guys. That is honestly mind-blowing. Like, all these things say rare, but that thing is actually rare. Daughtry Refinery, and a lot of these things are rare. Like, you're not going to find these things in bulk by any means. A lot of these things are very specific. Commonwealth Refining, 103 ounces. Wow. That's amazing. My God. I have never been so blown away by silver before than right now in my life when I know all of this stuff that exists. Look at how deep those cuts are on them letters. Wow. Almost like way down in. Kind of reminded me of the zodiac symbol. 20-ounce Perth Mint. This is a vintage Perth Mint bar right here. Almost $1,000. Wow. Yep. This is exactly what they did. Very simple. 2-stamp. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Wow. Let's see what the mintage is, because they did keep track. Some point they did. Not with these, I guess. This might have been before they even kept track. Left Swan. That's awesome. Man, I just love looking at these coins with you guys. I really do. I really do. There ain't nothing better. It really, White Blast Reverse Stamping Error. What does that mean? Look at that. White Blast Stamping Error. So we got marks. I'm imagining this is the error and this is backwards. Yeah, look at that. 999. Fine. That's backwards. It transferred right onto the back. Huh. $500. That ain't too bad. 11th P Series. They must have made a bunch of them for it to be cheap like that. Even in 500, I wouldn't call 500 cheap, but compared to 3,000 or 4,000, yeah. This isn't a 100-ouncer though. Yeah, you're always gonna pay a premium with these type of bars, but man, is it worth it in some cases? I would say. Just to have a one of one in some cases, you might be buying a one of one, or in some cases, just a very rare bar that you couldn't have ever seen being that rare until you physically looked at it and said, wow, this might be, 1 of 10 or 20. Sometimes the guy that's selling it to you just knows it's rare and don't really know how many. There's a 50-ouncer. That's beautiful. Big old chunker. Love that big old 5 there. Got a 97 Sturgis. Huh. Boy, that's definitely seen some stuff. Wow. Holy. Mutiny Metals. That's so cool. Huh. Looks like somebody painted it black too. The inside.
Yeah, somebody did. When you look at it first, you think, oh, that's just a really deep one, but no, it's painted black. Alexander Westerfeld.
Wow. $1977 Siamese cat. A bluegrass mint. Huh. 127. Look at that. That's not a lot. Bet you they didn't make that many. See, look at that. 138. So they probably did make a few, but still, wow. In the hundreds for sure. Three Engelhard bars would be 160 a piece.
I don't know. Whatever it is. 160. That'd be 53 a piece. I got it all messed up.
Terrible with math. That ain't too bad.
Oh, I messed that way up. And I was right the first time. 160, 150 a piece. That's how off I can get. One little miscalculation there. Divided by 3. Yeah, it's 533. No.
533 a piece. Wow. That's about as good as you possibly get. 3,584. And you only went into the 10s, so you know it's rare. Yeah, I was looking at their website the other night, and they literally have their every series, and you can see how they went from like making this many, even these two, to in the hundreds quickly and the millions very quickly. Like one series after this one, they started hitting millions, I'm pretty sure, pretty quick. And then they would come back to like controlling it. It was very odd. It's like what the Mint does randomly, but they do it often. Engelhard. They would basically control the mintage very low, and then they would go and make a shitload of one type of bar one year, and then they would go back to making way less the next year. I don't know what drives a company to do that, where you're like, all right, we're going to make a bunch this year, and every other year we're going to do it completely different. We're going to go so low mintage, and now it's really their ultimate move. I'm sure they are selling way more of the antiqued low mintage coins than anything. They probably figured out it's the one way to sell this stuff the fastest, is to make it incentivize all the collectors across the nations, which is the one thing our mint is struggling to do right now, is to pull the collectors out of their seats to want something that they make. Aside from the fact that they just should have it. For instance, most of the channels on here would like to collect everything from the mint if possible, but we do our best, to get what we can from them. Some channels can get almost everything from them, and then some get a few things here or there. Some barely get anything, Even Sal, I haven't seen him really, talking about buying gold from them or anything. It's always it's priced up. You're better off just going to your local coin shop and be like, hey, I got $2,900 here. What can I get? You got anything rare or generic? That's my first question usually, is generic. Don't let them know you want something special. Just be like, hey, I want generic. And then you can pull that card out anytime while you're standing there. Hey, you got this or you got that? I may want to just switch up the purchase a little bit. Cripple Creek. Wow. $3,700, and it's a 5-ounce bar. Y'all, are you kidding me? What is the mintage on this? They don't even say. What do you think that has to be mintage wise, to be worth this? This is probably literally within 1 of 10. I mean, I don't really see how they could have. I don't really see how personally this could exist for $3,700 without being really special to somebody and many people. Yeah, people can change their price and everything, but for the most part, I'm taking these almost at face value right now for the fact that while I'm scrolling down, a lot of these are going to be priced pretty fairly. I'm just, that's what I'm going with here. Yeah, there's going to be some that are a little high, but right in the ballpark of what they should be. That's a 20 ouncer for $11.50. AG non. 1889. Wells Fargo Antique. Oh my Lord, that might take the cake right there for tonight, you guys. 10.9 ounce bar for $49,000. I've never in my life seen anything like that. What do they have to say about this? Tested, okay, it better be. It doesn't say anything about it being special. Just the fact that it's from 1889 is enough to have this be that worth that much. 1889. Wells Fargo. Look at this. It actually has number 11. This is number 11. There really wasn't even barely 100 made. Wow. Yeah, you personally can't get any older or more special than that, I don't think, man. But hey, I've always been proven wrong. There's definitely something out here that's going to be more rare and special than this one. But man, is this amazing me. The fact that this stuff exists on here. 27 people are considering to buy this. Wow. Just for fun, we'll go max price. We'll go the minimum and we'll put it minimum 65,000. Oh, let me type. It won't let me. It won't let me put any of these numbers in. Minimum to max. All the good Inglehards. Oh my goodness, this is actually number one. $7,500. Bar number one. Rarities Mint. Wow. I ain't never seen anything like these bars, man. They are just out of this world right now. Honestly. Out of all of our worlds. So for the most part, we're just sitting here dreaming. But hey, dudes, it's really the way. I ain't never gonna see most of this stuff in person unless someone shows me it themselves. So we might as well dream a little bit. This is 7 out of 500 right there. Wow. Less than 25 at Johnson and Matthey kilo. That's a beautiful bar. Holy. A series. That's amazing. Yep, there it is right there. 12196, and right there it is. Right in here, 25 made. Wow. Gotta love a serial number, you guys. And when a company makes it that easy to figure out that you got something good. Oh my goodness, a $10,000 Engelhard bar. Dude, third series, so we're really approaching the start of the company with this one. 50. My lord. That's a nice pour. Look at that. That's a beautiful bar. I don't think you get more beautiful. Such a simple logo, but man, is it effective. $100-ounce, 17,399.69. Ooh, that back is gorgeous. You can tell they put a little heat to that thing. Instant toning almost. Oh wow. Wonder why that one's so much darker than all the others. Wow. I just can't believe that this eBay is so good to the point where like you can literally buy things that are just way outside of anyone's means financially for the most part. And you can come on here and just straight blow 3,500. And you know, for the most part, and I don't call it blow, but seriously, like for the most part, like I said, you don't even have to go through any of this, you know, to find rare things for the most part, because we all have the shops around us. My shop gets things like this, and it's just that, man, I just haven't been there to ask as of recent. Kind of got to just walk in and ask at this point. I know he gets Engelhard in quite regularly. Definitely could have had an Engelhard by now. I'm trying to think of what I was really close to getting before, but I never got. He had it. Oh yeah, the Carson Cities. He was really getting Carson Cities at one point. And then all of a sudden, boom, he was into graded coins, and boom, then he's into straight bullion. And pretty much every time I came there was something different coming in. And we just saw a $10,000 bar, and now this one's 14. That's wild. Just a different series. It's an early bar though, for sure. Still hand poured, hand stamped. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's just mind blowing, honestly. Probably been on for, let me see here, about 3 hours. Wow, that's insane. 3 hours. Yeah, 3 or 4 is literally the happy spot. Nobody really will let it play the whole way through 3 or 4 hours, but I just love going live with you guys and just staying live. I really don't care how long we stay live. You know, it's like one of those things, I really just enjoy it at this point. It really takes me in a good place with my mind. Lets me really think about good stuff, you know. Be a little more productive and have some people to talk to or listen to me, really. In some cases. $5,500 bar. The 4th series, ultra rare as is, that's what he says. There's 20 consecutive Johnson and Matthews. Wow. I love those type of lots. Gold plated. 10.4 Bison Bullion. Man, oh man. Really appreciate the two people chilling in here with me. Really appreciate y'all. Happy Wednesday morning, and I hope that you have a great day today. I'm gonna get some videos out today, and oh man, is that gorgeous. Sun's already coming up. Beautiful. I can actually get my dog out for exercise. Got her stitches out yesterday. So happy. You guys got no idea. This dog just too active to be sitting in the house like that. Made me really sad. It made me want to sit here and not do anything. And then as soon as we were able to get out, I was like, oh yeah. That yesterday I had we were out all day. I was out, she was out. Now it's gonna be slowly just letting her have her freedom back, basically. That is a beautiful bar. Oh my lord. Gateway. I'm just storing these names in my head for when I see them in the future and somebody's showing me a vintage bar and I can actually appreciate it because I learned what it was. 25 mintage tier 1. Wow. So basically, right, if it's like less, it goes up even higher. But for the most part, we're going with a $2,500 price tag for 25 mintage. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with 5 ounces. It doesn't. This is it right here. They went and took for each year, and that's what they got, 25. And now we'll see this in the same way, though. This is a rare waffle back. Let's see what that means. Oh, look at that. I wonder, okay? This is 10 ounce. So guess what they did? They had a grinder, and they were just going along here and shaving it off and reweighing it to get it to that perfect 10 ounce. And that's why it's called the waffle back. I don't see anything else causing that other than a grinder to shave off. Because, for instance, this is right around the time probably where they stopped using odd numbers and they physically started saying, okay, we want it to be 10 ounces only, so we're going to have to get some of this off of there. And they would just grind it off. Usually the bottom, because the top was so nice. Fascinating. It could be a casting issue, but I do think that looks like a grinder to me. Just like straight up taking the grinder wheel to it every time you need it to go down a little bit till it gets to right at 10. Probably just a hair over. $5,300. Mackay and Sons. Man. Yeah, the JM and Matthews are really pricey, y'all. I mean, that's $5,000 plus over the asking price of silver right now, and that's gotta be so rare. They know the exact series and everything. 6,100, 101.81. See, I do love that. I love the different numbers. Fuck, I would love to actually have one of those one day. Consecutive serials. 4, 5, and 4, 6. So cool. Well, I don't want to make this too long. I really appreciate you sticking around with me, for real. I'm gonna try to get some rest. Maybe if I can't yet, I'm gonna just clean these coins up a little bit and work on a video. Maybe write a script for a video. Really hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Gonna be going live here randomly the next 3 days, so look for that. And yeah, definitely looking for ways to make it so that my GoPro has everything. All I need is a self-recording lavalier mic that plugs into its own thing, and I'm good to go. I can literally make. And there's a massive bike rally coming to my area in the coming month for my birthday too, and I'm gonna try to make quite a bit of videos up there, vibing out with people, just enjoying bike life up there for a moment. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, pretty much in this coming month, all kinds of bikers just flood our town and our city, and we have a bike rally. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Cops are cool with it. They don't bother too many people, and yeah, it's really fun. It really is a moneymaker for our city. Oh, I forgot. They told me last year that was last year. I forgot about that. Damn. There'll still be parties and bikes. The bikes won't stop coming. They'll just have to find a new place to go to. Yeah, I guess they actually stopped the one place that we went to every year, pretty much. And now they're only going to do it in certain areas, which sucks. Certain places will certain fire halls will still hold bike events and everything, and other than that, basically everybody will just be riding around, which is fine with me. Really hope everybody has a good one, yo. I am Serpent Silver. I will see everybody here soon. Peace out, friends and family.